Pressure on the US government to release Prince Harry's visa records has intensified after campaigners lashed out at an extraordinary intervention from the American ambassador in London. Jane Hartley infuriated the Conservative Heritage Foundation by insisting the Duke of Sussex would never be deported from the United States while Joe Biden is president. The think tank is locked in a court battle with the Department of Homeland Security over access to the royals' immigration papers, but the State Department has so far blocked the request, citing privacy concerns. The foundation claims the multiple admissions of drug use in Harry's explosive biography Spare, which include marijuana, cocaine and psychedelic mushrooms, should have prevented him from obtaining a visa to the US. The row has become a political football, with Donald Trump refusing to rule out deporting him if he's elected president in November. I don't care if Harry's in the US or not, but I do care about is the double standard. He says in his book he took loads of drugs, cool, groovy, so then he shouldn't have been allowed in the US. Yeah. If on his form he said, no, I didn't take any drugs, then that should mean he's kicked out. If that was someone from South America coming across and saying, I've never taken any drugs, and then you find out they were lying, they're getting booted back to Guatemala or whatever. So he should definitely not be getting special treatment. And I don't understand why he's getting this special treatment.
The thing about this ambassador to London actually said this about 2 weeks ago. But the development here is that the Heritage Foundation, the think tank that is conducting this legal action to find out whether or not he actually admitted to drug use. Yeah. If he didn't admit to drug use on his form and he told the truth in his book, that's a very serious offence, lying on your visa application form. If he did tell the truth, I have taken drugs, then why is he being allowed to stay in America?
Exactly.
He's damned if he does and he's damned if he doesn't. What the Heritage Foundation are now saying is, look, this ambassador over in London is going round saying that political decisions will be made about legal issues. So they've taken that into the case and said, this is not right. This government, this Biden's administration is clearly biased here. So that's your other element to it. And it is going the Heritage Foundation's way so far, because the judge has now said to the Homeland Security Department, I want that visa and I want to see the form, and then he will make... So the judge has now got it, having the Department of Home Security having tried to keep him from getting it. He's now got it. He will make a decision soon as to whether or not, A, Harry gets kicked out of the country, and B, whether or not it's transparent. It becomes transparent.
Can Harry claim as an effect? Can you run that past us again, Kev? Can Harry claim...
That's my joke. Honestly, you've got to get all your jokes from me.
Sorry. Can Harry just claim, well, I was just being an idiot to say it, pretending I took some, it's a retrospective thing, isn't it? How would they have to prove he'd taken drugs?
No, he's admitted it.
Yes, but as lawyers...
He could then say,
no,
I just said it.
You're right, Ian. Lawyers have said lots of people write stuff in their books that isn't true. And obviously, we now know that quite a lot of stuff in Harry's book has proven to be
he could say
a little
that.
bit
He could say, look, it's full
truth.
of lies. This is just one of many.
Yeah.
Or he could say it was a work of fiction. He could say Spare is a work of fiction.
Which in many ways it was, I think.
Do American judges realise that 99% of people lie on their forms then? If that form... I haven't been to America for a while, but do we tick the thing saying, I've never taken drugs?
Yeah. Yes, you do.
In which case, 99% of people, or whatever, 75% of people entering the US are lying.
But people like Amy Winehouse and Nigella Lawson were stopped from going to the US because it's on record they've taken drugs. So Harry is on record he's taking drugs. He should not be allowed in there.
Yeah. Oh, no, I completely agree with you.
However, it's some bad news for Meghan Markle too, Harry's missus. So her half-brother, Thomas Jr, has been slammed for trolling the Duchess and peddling bizarre conspiracy theories about her in a series of weird YouTube videos. Here he is. He's got pillows stuffed under his shirt there. He's wearing a terrible wig. And he calls himself Me-Gain, a disparaging term he regularly uses for his half-sister. He goes on to spread the conspiracy theory that Meghan's mom, Doria, previously spent 10 years in jail, a story that's been repeatedly debunked, by the way. And even British royal commentators who are normally against Harry and Meghan have been coming out to say how disgusting this is. Jenny Bond has called on Google, which owns YouTube and has strict rules about offensive speech, to take responsibility and get
I think
these
it's
videos
disgusting
off.
because she treats her family so well.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Deserves it. She
No,
deserves it.
Kevin.
What goes around comes around.
How does she treat a family?
Suck it up, Meghan.
How does she treat them badly, exactly?
Huh?
How does she treat them
Well,
badly?
hasn't spoken to her dad now.
Because he sold stories on her.
Yeah?
He was cashing in
So
on
Dad.
her. So what? He was
Dad.
She was
Is she some
cashing
sort of
in.
shark? What sort of robot? Something wrong with
God.
her? Emotionally stunted?
Kevin.
What's wrong with her?
Her family have
What's
cashed
wrong with
in on her and
Talk
spread
to your
horrible
dad. Your
rumours
dad's
about her.
dying.
Yeah.
Be a decent person. Now, moving on. Shut up, JJ. From Washington.